Oh, what's up? We're in Sacramento today with my hometown friends, and we're gonna do a little shoot of my boys Forester, because apparently here at Diff Auto we're obsessed with Foresters and we just can't stop. Bitch, who's talking to me? We got my beautiful girlfriend behind the camera right now. She's videotaping this for me. What a blessing. What a blessing. We're gonna go pick up lights right now and a couple other things to get ready for a little photo shoot for his car. We're gonna do a night shoot.
This is Dylan.
That's Dylan, that's my boy Dylan.
It's Bracken.
Dylan in the flesh, high school friend forever, videographer. Hit him up for all your videography needs. He's way better than me and has way cooler equipment. And so, we have a gimbal today. We have, what camera are you using, Dylan?
I'm using the Sony A7S II, which is like, it's basically magic.
It's magic.
You want to see some magic?
No. Little tidbit of information here. Dylan, he has a production company called
Broke College Kids.
BCK Productions. And they actually have an office here in Sacramento. And so we're gonna go check out his office right now too.
Right here.
Oh, fuck. Oh my God, we're a mess today. All right, so we're at the office.
He says office is more like a bedroom for like a Japanese person.
Okay, it's pretty nice though. I gotta go check. Hey, I mean, I don't have an office, so it's probably better than. Oh my God, it's getting real great. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Oh. Ooh.
I was already thinking like, how do I get the keys to this so I can smash in here and not tell Dylan?
Oh my God. So we just left the office, and we're gonna head to an undisclosed location to get ready to shoot this this video.
John, you like my clutch drop?
Yeah, that was pretty natty.
I didn't like it. I was adjusting the camera.
If you want to see how to break a 5-speed, go ahead and follow Austin on Instagram.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
Alright, we out here. Can't see a goddamn thing. We are gonna get ready to start doing this night shoot. We're gonna light some, excuse me. We're gonna get some lighting going, and you'll see what's up. Alright, we got the lighting going.
We got the police approval.
Cops rolled up on us already.
Shout out to Placer County Sheriff.
Yeah, Placer County Sheriff, what's good? But turns out they were supportive because we're not doing anything wrong. Just about done filming today. We're gonna wrap up right now, and then probably just kick it for tonight. We're gonna film again tomorrow. We're gonna get some steezy rollers and all that good stuff. So back again today, but this time we're gonna do a little bit of review of my buddy Austin's Forester. So I didn't particularly plan on doing this, but after driving the car a little bit, I kind of felt like it was necessary. This is a pretty unique Forester. It's well built, and it's on its way to become even better.
What?
Oh, 240, bro! It's a 240, dude! Dude! We're in NorCal, bro! Dude! We fucking drift out here, dude!
Dude!
But not in our Foresters. There's a tunnel up here. So, we're gonna go through that tunnel. It's funny with this exhaust. I expect it to be louder than it is, especially in a tunnel. It's so deep and rumbly that it's really no louder with the windows up than the windows down. But it's not too loud to where you're attracting a lot of unnecessary attention, which is kind of nice because in this car, it alone, when you see it on the outside, is going to catch a little attention. You see it's modified and stuff, but see like even downshifts like that on the inside, it's not too loud. There is a lot of shaking, rattling, and road noise, but when you take corners like right here, makes it all worth it. Like I was saying, with the road noise, this car makes so much noise. replaced on this car, and half the time they're replaced with solid mounts. So everything rattles all the time. But like I said, as soon as you throw it into a hard corner or pitch it to where it needs to access grip, it holds really, really steady. He's running a BFG Goodrich tire right now. It's not super aggressive because it is a all-season tire, but it's an all-season sport tire, so it handles pretty well. And I believe it's a 245 tire on this Forester, which isn't crazy big, but fills out the fenders nicely and makes it so you have plenty of grip. And in many cases with an NA Forester like this, he has plans of going turbo soon, but right now it's still NA. And so those tires are almost overkill. But when you're throwing it in a corner as fast as you can in this, it helps a lot. The difference between this car and my car is the level of stiffness and the suspension setup. Not only has every bushing been replaced, which makes a big difference, where mine, only selective ones have been replaced. It's only what I could get to at certain times, right? But this one has been meticulously ran through and replaced everything. So that makes a huge difference as far as the smoothness in a corner and how it responds and pushes back. But more importantly than that is the suspension setup itself. So we're not running your regular coilover on this car, but you do have the stiffness of a coilover until you need the travel of a strut spring combo. And that's where this car really excels. When you hit a tight corner and you're gonna tripod a wheel with a set of stiff coilovers, this one is actually going to let that wheel drop down and maximize the most amount of grip you can possibly have. It also has an upgraded steering rack from an STI, which has a shorter base than the NA models, or shorter ratio than the other models. And so not only do you have that really responsive and grippy tire and suspension setup, but you also have very tight, responsive steering. Now, a cool thing about this one, it's aesthetically pleasing in different ways. I mean, there are some minor flaws in the interior, which, you know, he plans to get to eventually, but right now, it's still very good looking. You have your base WRX steering wheel, but then you have the JDM STI cluster, DCCD ready. So, and that's all custom wired by him. So as soon as he STI swaps it, the DCCD will match right over, and it's already ready to go with the current wiring harness that's in this car. So once he merges the harness with the STI harness, it'll still work out and it'll all run smoothly. What you have here is a car that is just about 100% ready for a swap. And I mean by that, not only is it gonna be a direct plug-in for the most part, like a lot of Subarus, but I'm more talking about the fact that he's gone through and touched every nut and bolt that needs to be changed to make it handle better than an STI would. And so what you end up getting is a monster of an NA Forester, just because of the handling, responsiveness, and everything else that comes along with these great mods that he's done. But as soon as that STI motor is dropped in here, it'll be able to handle that power so well. And that's something I'm really excited to see with this car. That being said, it's also pretty cosmetically pleasing. You've got a custom built wing, all fiberglass, that he did himself. You've got JDM front lips, you've got rear spats, side skirts, a big fat ass hood scoop. It's ready for a turbo. It's got a very notchy short throw shifter from Cobb, and it's got also shifter bushings have all been replaced, so it shifts very smooth. This is actually his second 5-speed. The first 5-speed he grenaded because he thrashes the absolute shit out of this car. And when I drive it, you know, when you talk to him and you say, why would you thrash the shit out of this 5-speed? Well, when you drive the car, it kind of wants to be thrown around. It wants to be beat up. It really handles abuse very well. And that's something that I've been super impressed with this car as I drive it, is like, you can push it to the limit and it just begs for more. And while the limit with a stock EJ25 motor isn't very high, you still have a great limit as far as your handling, responsiveness, and other things that we've talked about that make this car so much better. Overall, I'd have have to say this is my favorite Subaru Forester ever. And that's why. Alright, so we just finished up doing rollers of this beauty. They came out super clean thanks to this man and his sick camera skills / gimbal wizardry. And now we're at the mall and we're actually just gonna fucking go shopping, and you don't need to see that. So I'm actually gonna take a couple photos of this thing so the owner can jizz his pants and then do some shopping. So thanks for watching.